Hey everyone, it's Bernie over at the Woolly Bee. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd show you very quickly how I made my summer top with this Viola Cotton, which is 85% cotton, 15% polyester. I used 8 skeins of this in this color, and I don't know if there's a color indication. Nope, but it's a turquoise blue, so really quite lovely. I will add some pictures somewhere on the screen. Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly show you with some DK weight yarn what I did in order to make my top. Now my top is for summer, of course. You can make this in acrylic yarn, add some sleeves, make it for winter, wear it as a sweater, whichever you would prefer. I'm just going to quickly show you my process. So with a 4mm hook, can you see that, and some DK weight yarn, let's make a magic ring. If you don't like to make a magic ring, you can start with a chain 5. I have no idea where the end of this yarn is. You can start with a chain 5 and then slip stitch to the first chain and then go from there and work into your ring. I don't know what happened to this yarn, but yeah, let's just make the best of it. I'm going to start with a magic ring. And I do like to start with a stack single crochet. You are free to start with a chain 2 or 3 for your first double crochet. Do remember that it is your first double crochet that you'll be making now. So I'm going to start my first double crochet with a single crochet and then stack another one right on top. I'm going to add 2 more double crochet into the ring. That's 1 and 2. For a total of 3, chain 2, and then we want to add 10 double crochet into the ring. So go ahead and do that for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're not going to slip stitch to the beginning. We're going to join to the beginning with a half double crochet. So that's yarn over, find your top of your first stitch and do a half double crochet. We want to start immediately in that space, again with a double crochet. So whether that be a chain 2 or 3 for you, for me it's always going to be my stack single crochet for my first double. Place another double crochet in there, and if you've made my star blanket, we're going to work much the same stitch sequence. We're not going to be working into the top of the stitches like you normally would for double crochet, but we're going to be working in between the posts. So find your first 2 double crochet, separate them if need be, and work through the posts. So that's 1, find the next set and work through the posts. You will now have reached your chain 2 space in which you'll place 2 double crochet. So that's 1 and 2, chain 2, and place 2 more double crochet into the same chain 2 space. So this is what we should have. We are now working into that 10 double crochet and not into the top of the stitches but between the posts. So we're going to just separate the first 2 double crochet and work between the posts for 1, between the next 2, and now for the next 5 we're going to place a sort of a V stitch, but it's basically just placing 2 double crochet in between the posts, 1, place another one between the posts to form a V stitch of sorts. We're going to do that again 2 double crochet between the next 2 posts, and we want to do this for a total of 5 V stitches. So that's 1, 2 V stitches. We're going to do that again for the third set. That's 3 sets of V stitches. We'll do that 2 more times, so that's number 4. And then the 5th set of 2 double crochet between the posts. All right, let's count them. That's 1 set of V stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 sets of V stitches, or 5 sets of 2 double crochet. Now we're going to be placing 1 double crochet between the next set of posts, 1 double crochet between the last set of posts, and 2 double crochet in our chain 2 space. We're going to join to the beginning with a half double crochet. And this is what our work should look like. You can cinch up your circle if you like, but we're going to have sort of a U shape at this point. We're going to start again in that chain 2 space or half double crochet space with our first double crochet. Place another in the same space for a total of 2, and then much the same, working between the first 2 posts of the previous row's double crochet, the next 2, the next 2, so on and so forth until you reach your chain 2 space at your next corner, where you will place 2 double crochet into the chain 2 space, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet into the same space. Right. Between the next 2 posts, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next, 1 double crochet until we reach the first V stitch, of course. So counting from the corner space if you want, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 double crochet on this end before you reach the first V stitch. Now in each of these V stitches we're going to be placing another V stitch. So that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet in the same stitch space or in between the posts of the previous V stitch, and then between the next 2 posts only 1 double crochet. In the V stitch of the next, 2 double crochet. Between the next 2 posts, 1 double crochet. This is the repeat sequence for this part. A V stitch in every V stitch, and then a single crochet, a double crochet between the 2 posts. Into the V stitch, a V stitch that consists of 2 double crochet. Between the 2 posts, 1 double crochet. The last V stitch gets a V stitch. That's your last 2 double crochet, and then simply place a double crochet between the posts of all of these stitches. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then you need to finish your last corner, so that's 2 double crochet in the same space, and we're joining with a half double crochet. Your little U will be getting bigger and bigger because we'll be increasing across the V stitches at the bottom as well as in the corners. So let's start again with our next double crochet. Place another double crochet in the same space and then work our sequence of double crochet between the posts until we reach the next corner. I'm at the next corner where I'm going to place 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet to turn the corner. So between the posts until we meet our first V-stitch, we're simply going to be placing 1 double crochet in between the posts, and into our V-stitch we'll place a V-stitch. So that's 2 double crochet into the V-stitch of the previous row, 1 double crochet between the next 2 posts, 1 double crochet between the next 2 posts, and in the next V-stitch 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet between the posts, 1 double crochet between the posts, into the V-stitch, 2 double crochet. So you can already tell that that is the pattern that we're using. Each round that we'll be making, every time we reach a V-stitch, we'll place 2 double crochet in there, and the stitches between the V-stitches will increase by 1 double crochet with every round. So on our next round, the increase between the V-stitches will be 1, 2, and 3, and then another V-stitch. So I'm going to complete this row and then the next round with you. Then you'll be on your own. You will make this top as large as you need. You can take measurements from your shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow. I made mine because I'm between a double X and a triple X. I measured almost halfway between my shoulder and elbow. Because that's the size and width that I like. I like to be comfortable in my clothing. You don't have to go that far. If you're on the smaller side, just go from shoulder to shoulder, because the way in which we'll join is going to add another 2 centimeters on each side, and we'll get there soon enough. You're going to be making 2 of these panels, but let me finish up this one with you. Let's go on to the next round so that you can see the repeat sequence and the increases between the V-stitches more clearly. You'll be on your own. Then I will finish up this little sample piece. I'm going to make another panel, and then I'll show you how to join. So it might seem a bit confusing. I promise you it really isn't. As soon as you see the trend or the pattern, it's just something will just click and you will just get it. So 2 double crochet into the V, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, remembering that we are simply working between the posts and not into the top of any of the stitches. That is what makes this U shape just form so beautifully. We are done with all of our V-stitches, and remember you'll have 5 of the V-stitches and they will remain the same, and they'll remain in the same space. You will simply be increasing the double crochets between the V-stitch clusters, but I'll show you that next. So I'm just going to go up to my corner where we will join again with our half double crochet. We're placing 2 double crochet into that space, joining with a half double crochet, and starting our next round with a double crochet, another double crochet. You'll be working between the posts to your next corner. 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space, 2 chains, 2 double crochet in the same space. Double crochet between the posts until you reach your first V. And if you need to, or if you want to, place a marker in every V stitch so that you know where they are. Although it's not necessary, because you can almost feel it when you get there, that's almost a thicker stitch. So yeah, for me it's simple to tell that I'm now at my next V, and there I need to place 2 double crochet. We're going to do 3 double crochet between the posts. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Do you see the increase? We did 2 before, we did 1 before that, and we had only V stitches in our second round. So now we've done 3 double crochet and we've reached the next V. We will place 2 double crochet to form our next V. We're going to be doing 3 double crochet between the posts. That's 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll hit the next V. Place your 2 double crochet into your third V. 3 double crochet next. Your fourth V. 3 double crochet next. And your fifth V. Work up your side until you reach your corner. We'll place 2 double crochet to finish the corner, and then join with a half double crochet to the beginning. Okay, this is what your work should look like at this point. Okay guys, I'm back and I have finished 2 panels, almost pocket size panels. So there's another U-shaped pocket for you. I really must get to redo my very first U pocket shape tutorial ever. I'll get there soon enough. Yeah, so without ending or cutting your yarn on each panel, because you will have 2, we are now going to simply mark where you want your neck to be. So say for instance that is the shoulder on the one panel, that is where you want the neckline to be. You'll simply mark the same on the other side. Just count your stitches and then get to the same amount, so that this is your neck opening. You'll leave that open, of course, and then we're going to simply attach from here till here. And on the back panel you will have left the yarn attached there as well. You're simply going to flip the work and then attach it in the same manner. So starting on whichever side, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and heading to the chain 2 space of the back panel. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say, make sure that your wrong side of the work is facing each other, and you'll be able to tell which is the wrong side by the beginning tail ends. So after you chain 3, head over to your chain 2 space of your back panel and simply slip stitch into there. Chain 3 once again, and then come back to the front panel, and between your first 2 posts slip stitch in there, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, head on over to the back panel, slip stitch between the 2 posts there. And this is all you're going to be doing. Chain 3, coming back to the front, slip stitching between 2 posts, 1, 2, 3, heading to the back, slip stitching between the next 2 posts. That is going to allow this almost V section, and I think it's almost about 2 centimeters, if not maybe 1.5 centimeters. It's just going to allow it to lay flat over the shoulder. So I'm just going to continue to that first marker. And once you've reached your marker, you can snip off your yarn, weave that tail end away, and this is how the shoulder seam should look like. Nice and flat, looks the same as the work. And now we will continue to join the 2 panels on the side. So you can decide how wide you want your armhole to be. Maybe just mark, say for instance that is my armhole, and then you want to decide how far down you want to join the 2 sides to leave your bottom opening. And you're going to join your yarn, work the same join as for the shoulder seams, work away your tail ends, and that will be that. So if you wanted to add sleeves, you'll simply join your yarn at the, I would join the yarn here at the bottom seam and simply work the same stitch work for as long as you need, and then you'll have some sleeves. You can also add a collar to your neck opening, completely up to you. It's a very versatile top. And that is that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick video. I would love some comments and suggestions on what you'd like to see me work on next. And yeah, I guess tomorrow, I think I have some time, I will be refilming my very first video ever. My first U-shaped pocket. And again, this also would make a lovely U-shaped pocket. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.